Man, a lot been going on this week right here, man. This week right here, a lot been going on, man. We're going to talk about Wack 100 disrespects Nipsey Hussle from the grave. He really disrespected this man from the grave. We talk about this man real greasy from the grave, and I don't know how, well, let me take that back. He represents himself that way because I know some honorable, stand tall reputables on the West Coast, on all sides, on the blue side and on the red side. He's not a representation of what they do and how they get down. So I guess it's all entertainment. I guess it's all for social media. You know what I mean? But it's just amazing how things are being manipulated on the internet for just the average regular Joe to see. A lot of these dudes never worked a pack, never spent the block, never hit a lick. Not that it's saying it's about that, but it's like, how you gonna speak about that if you ain't experienced that? You know what I'm saying? So like, if you ain't experienced that, how you gonna speak on that? You know what I mean? So a lot of that stuff be like that. And it ain't glorifying, it's just, you're a product of your environment. Like, you could have the best raising in the world, you could have 2-parent homes, you could have structure in the household, food to eat, birthday gifts, nice Christmas, Thanksgiving turkey. You can experience all that. But once you leave that door, once you go out to the world and leave your mama and daddy house, you gotta experience the world in whatever environment you in, whatever circumstance you in. It's either gonna, make you or break you. That's how it goes. So it's like, don't judge a book by the cover. Don't trust a single solitary motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, I'm definitely fit to get on here and pop my peas, you feel me? And that's pretty much what's going down right now, man. But Wack 100 is like, I'm from the west side of Chicago, man, and our politics is way different because the dudes that's really down, that's really hitting blocks, really doing what they do, they're not on social media talking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and just putting out names and certain names of dudes that got certain ranks within the, within their mob, putting their names out there like that on the open airwaves. So now Wack 100, he wouldn't be able to function successfully in Chicago, especially on the west side of Chicago. Like, just throwing names out there, putting names out there in the air like that. And if y'all remember, Lil Durk had got into it with Tiger, right? Lil Durk had got into it with Tiger. And the game jumped in it, right? At this time, Lil Durk, the drill music, like, game ain't take Lil Durk serious. You know what I mean? He just poo-pooed him like he just was a little kid having fun doing music. He ain't knowing how Lil Durk coming from the south side. Like, he ain't knowing how he coming, you feel me? So he jumping Tiger beat, you feel me? He tried to punk Lil Durk, just talk greasy and do his little game, 300 bars, rap shit, talk greasy on Lil Durk. And in the midst of the verse, he dropping names in Chicago, like real names. Dude got fed cases, like families got involved, like people died behind these cases, like dudes really doing time, families got broken up. Like, he just throwing names out there like it's just free like that. Like, he just know all the names, all the gangster names in Chicago, and he just throwing names out there in the rap and stuff, right? And dudes from the city sitting back listening to it like, this dude gang, this dude tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, some of these dudes got open cases. People being implicated, he throwing names out here to open stuff back up. Like, this ain't just no rap. It's certain things you don't talk about. You know what I mean? That's the code. That's the fabric, we come from. You don't throw no names out there no matter what situation. There's a lot of dudes gonna die with bodies on their mind that don't nobody else know about. Not just bodies, just licks, all type of stuff, all kind of stuff that don't supposed to be talked about. It's just, you know what I mean? When you accept that role in your life as far as being part of a gang or the game or whatever, ain't no expiration date. You can mature. Everybody grow up, take care of their families. Once you start having kids, you get kids, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying, yeah, man, it's just a certain type of it's a certain type of texture, man. Like, it's like, yeah, you know, so the Wack 100 dude, I mean, dude, I don't know how Cali, I got mad ties in Cali, mad ties, so I'm not gonna say Cali as a card, but I'm gonna say as far as the people that's in his circle, that's what I'm gonna say. The people that's in Wack 100 circle, if they allow, that's the word, allow. If they allow they legends to be disrespected by him, and they able to still look at his face and deal with him, that's on them. That's on them. But I know it for a fact, if he was out here, a lot of dudes would have something to say to him about a lot of different things. Same thing with Kanye. Yeah, Kanye could claim Chicago, and he's from Chicago, I get all that. But I'm saying, if Kanye, like, if he didn't live in Calabasas, if he lived somewhere out here in Chicago where he still was interacting and still, you know, where you could see him, he would get confronted about a lot of that stuff that he be doing. It just, you know what I'm saying? It just, in certain environments is gonna breed that, hold you accountable. Like, we're gonna hold you accountable. Like, ain't nobody bigger than the program. Just because you raise your voice, cut people off and get loud, that don't mean you're right, man. There's a lot of times you're wrong, a lot of things you say, but dudes like that, I wouldn't even want to have a conversation with him because he's gonna cut you off, he's gonna overtalk you, and then he's gonna command the crowd if you don't match his energy. See, somebody like that, if I talk to Wack 100, I would talk to him like Charleston White talked to him. That's exactly how I would talk to him. I'm gonna match his energy. He gonna try to cut me off, I'm gonna try to cut him off. He gonna overtalk me, I'm gonna overtalk him. He get disrespectful with me, I get disrespectful with him. I'm not gonna try to understand Wack 100. Somebody like that where you sit back and you look at time and time again, and that's what he's gonna do. So you gotta match his energy like Charleston White matched his energy. That's the only way you're gonna talk to him. Ain't no trying to reason with him talking. It's no. Once, cause if I ask a question, right, this is how conversation go. Okay, you ask a question. Okay, I try to answer your question. If I say 2 words that you don't feel like I'm supposed to say, watch how cold I break it down. Okay, you ask me a question, right? You who you is as a person. I'm who I am as a person, right? What makes the way that you feel I should answer your question that if it don't align with what you're saying, it just everything else doesn't even matter. You don't even want to hear nothing else. What if the first 2 words I said you disagree with, and as I kept talking, you agree with everything else? What if that actually happened? But you don't even see if that's quite, because the first 2 words you don't agree with, you cut it off and you go to something else. That's not no conversation. That is not no conversation. So like on Clubhouse, it's like, I used to be able to get in and talk. I first got on Clubhouse, you know, like a lot of other dudes at that time period, was with the 6ix9ine and Wack 100 interview academics. It was what was going on in the social media, so I clicked on it. It was a lot of, you know, clickbait titles. I clicked on it and I would engage with it, right, and see how it go. And I was in a lot of those rooms, right? And like I said, Wack 100, he's gonna cut you off. A lot of these dudes, they the same way, man. Tommy Sotomayor, the same way. You say 2 words this dude don't like, he gonna cut you off. He gonna overtalk you. He gonna talk loud over you. So you gotta talk to those dudes like that. Period. Period. I already seen it. I'm gonna talk reasonable to everybody else, but if I ever talk to Wack 100, I'm gonna cuss. I'm gonna get loud. I'm gonna talk as aggressive as they talk. There's no understanding with those type of dudes. Because if it's gonna come down to you just gonna, at the end of the day, it don't matter how prepared I come for the conversation. It don't matter how ready I come to make my answer. If it's just gonna come to you gonna talk loud over me on power rule, and let's get down and you're gonna knock me out. That's what the end of the conversation is gonna be with Wack 100. His ultimate thing is he gonna knock you out. When it all comes down to it, Wack 100, it ain't about no conversation of understanding each other's points or conceding to if you had a point or if you were wrong. It ain't got nothing to do about building, none of that. If you don't go in line with his way of thinking, he's gonna sock you out on power rule. That's it. He's gonna sock you out on power rule if you don't agree with what he's talking about. He's not trying to hear nothing you have to say. So when you're dealing with people like that, Charleston White gave the blueprint on how to talk to people like Wack 100 and Tommy Sotomayor. People like that who just gonna talk loud, overtalk you, and tell you how you should answer, you have to match them. Okay, you telling me how I should answer? I'm gonna tell you how you should answer the question. That's gonna be my comeback. Because that's what Tommy Sotomayor like to do. He always like to try to tell you how to answer the question, right? So I would tell him how to ask the question. I'm gonna say what you should have asked was this. All right, I told you, Tommy Sotomayor, I'm gonna talk to you through the computer screen. At some point, my videos will catch on. They'll get on to you because people gonna gravitate to me, my words, my message. They're gonna see how I'm coming. At some point, it'll get to you. But the level of disrespect, the fundamental level of disrespect, and the vile, vulgar words that you put into the airways for the evils that men do to validate them, that's unforgivable. In my eyes, that's unforgivable. You physically haven't hurt nobody. You physically haven't took anything away or did anything wrong to nobody. You physically haven't did that, Mr. Intellectual Georgia Tech. But mentally, you put a lot of negative energy in the airwaves. You say, the way you break down words, you say mentally, right? Okay, they break down mentally for you. Okay, it's the internet. Yes, true. People have a choice to click on your channel. They don't have to click on your channel. They don't have to listen to your banter. They don't have to engage with you. That's their choice to click on Tommy Sotomayor. You're right about that, sir. Now, with that said, that still don't exclude the fact that what you put out there is still gonna come down the feed and it's still gonna be in the airway. Whether I click on it or I don't click on it, it's still out there. So what you put out there is gonna get back to other people. Even the people that don't click on you, just your name being in the algorithm and your message and whatever, you're gonna get out there. So at some point, even the people that don't click on you, they're gonna be aware of you. So just so you know that, Tommy Sotomayor. And when they do get back to them, and all they knowing and hearing about is just the vile, evil, vulgar, just foul stuff that you spew, it's like immediately it's gonna be a disdain for you. When you realize the context of what you're saying, you can have all the stats you want, you can have all the breakdowns you want with the black women with their hair and education and all that. The bottom line to the story is a black woman can get you whenever she want to get you. That's the bottom line to the story. That's the bottom line to the story. And say, what you mean get you? She can get you. You a simp and a sucker. She can get you when it's all said and done with that weave on. She'll have your punk ass in love. Get your punk ass out here, nigga. Everybody don't got your experience with black women. You little bitch ass nigga. Everybody don't got your experience like that with black women. You little bitch ass nigga. Who the fuck you think you is? Nigga, it's a contrast to your language you spew. Nigga, and you right, we're gonna celebrate them, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, you always said that. Why come? Yeah, he coming a good page to salute the black women, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? And yeah, you was the first, one of the first black personalities on the internet. That's what I'm gonna say for you. You was one of the first black personalities on the internet. Had your setup in a show format where you had the show where you interview people, you call. Like it was like, instead of being on ABC and NBC, you was on the internet. So boom, I'll give you that. And you had a lot of, good points, make videos, but at some point, you like to play in the mud. It always came back to the mud. So that it's just like with Wack 100. It's gonna always come back down to Peru. And I'll sock you out. It's gonna come down to Peru, I'll sock you out. And with you, Tommy, it's gonna come back to let's play in the mud and fuck black women. Let's play in the mud. Let's play in the mud. That's what it's gonna come down to you. So people like that, ain't no reasoning with them type of cats. Ain't no having no damn civilized conversation with them cats. Not at all. But I'm gonna give a perspective, opposing point of view. I'm gonna give an opposing point of view to what's being spewed in the airways. It's a contrast. You did. I don't have nothing personal against the niggas, but it's a opposing point of view. You know what I mean? It's an opposing point of view. I ain't got nothing. I don't know them dudes. Just like they both say, nigga who like if they see this video, they like, nigga, who the fuck is this nigga, Humpty Hump looking nigga talking about me? They gonna, say what they gonna say about me, right? And all I'll say to them, nigga, I'm talking on what's going on in the airways. I'm in the airways right now, so I'm gonna talk on what's going on in the airways. If your name is in the airways, your story in the airways, I'm gonna get what I feel about in the airways. I don't really, you know what I mean?